Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my Hate Live 2 hour video. I added some drawing stuff kind of to make the video more entertaining. So this time I'm going to actually react to or endorse, just watch Super Mario Maker's DSP Super Mario Maker review. Now, for once, OBS decided to have YouTube only be on my laptop and for OBS to be on my second monitor. So that's how it's going to be for today. So I might look at OBS for a while here and there to see the audio levels because, and this is this is just me asking for help or advice here. So feel free. I have no idea how to get OBS to capture both YouTube audio and my mic audio at the same time. I tried following, someone's advice, and I couldn't find the options in the settings. Now I have a Mac. I have it on Mac, so I don't know if that's different or if the settings are different or whatever. So there's that, and I also tried to download Soundflower because I heard Soundflower kind of remedies that. And my laptop won't let me download it. It will. It's gonna. It's not. It's telling me that it's not an official developer. It's not gonna do because it doesn't trust it. Basically. So if anyone knows of an alternative or some way to get OBS to do that, please let me know in the comments because I am just curious as to how to get that. So for now, like the other videos, um, hopefully this isn't too bad. I mean, I know this isn't the best quality. If you want the best quality, go to Tevin's channel. I mean, he's probably better at this than me. Um, so watch his videos if you want, or stick here if you want to watch me react to his Super Mario Maker review. So enough of that. Enough of that nonsense. Thanks in advance for any advice that I might see in my comment section. So thank you to those who helped me out. So let's continue watching this.
Hello everyone, Darkside Phil here,
Okay,
and
that's good.
welcome to another edition of the Hateful Truth video game review series, where I give you maximum truth and minimum bullshit regarding the latest video game releases. And today we're going to be talking about a game that is not only unique, it's very different from what you would expect out of Nintendo.
Whoa.
Nintendo over the years has been very protective of their first-party
I don't think this game is that unique, to be honest. I'm gonna go not to sound like the contrarian here, but I don't think Super Mario Maker is that unique because there's been games that you build your own stuff before, like Little Big Planet. I mean, I got a whole like thing about you can make your own levels. I think I would say Minecraft, but I wouldn't count that because you're just building houses and shit. I haven't played Minecraft, so I'm not gonna talk further into it. But regardless, I think there's been games out there that's similar to Mario Maker. I don't think Mario Maker is the first one to Nintendo's the first one to do this. So I wouldn't say this game is exactly unique. It might be unique for Nintendo, but I don't think it's unique entirely. I mean, even Super Smash Brothers, you could build your own stages and share them now. So there's that.
They hold their characters and their first-party stuff close to their heart, right? You've never seen.
I don't think this is that necessary information.
Very few far exceptions. A Mario game made by anyone other than Nintendo. There were a few exceptions in the 90s, but since then, right, everything's first party stays within the house of Nintendo. And so to see a game that puts this first party content, these first party licensed characters and worlds into the hands of you, the gamer, right?
The gamer.
A big step for Nintendo, in my opinion. Let's face it, Nintendo is not used to saying, oh, here's something that you can create with. More, it's like, here's our creative creations. Play them. And so when a game comes out, like Super Mario Maker for the Wii U, where you can finally, for the first time, right, in the entire existence of Nintendo, you can take the official characters, the official levels from Nintendo's biggest and most tried and true classic franchise, Super Mario Brothers, and take 4 different versions of that game and mishmash them together in a big hybrid amalgamation and have enemies from different ones, coming out at different times and having different versions of Mario, different power-ups, actual creative things in the game such as jumpsuits and stuff, different outfits all come into play in a game That's pretty interesting, and I think a lot of people have been keeping their eye on Super Mario Maker for a while, saying, gee, I wonder how this game's going to fare. Will it actually catch the attention of the mainstream gamer, or is this going to be more of a niche title, right? There's a few people who maybe really are huge fans of the original Super Mario Brothers games, and they've always wanted to do this. I'll be honest with everyone. I'm one of them. I'm actually one of the people who grew up playing the original Super Mario Brothers platforming games on the the NES, the Super NES, and I love them. And I think this game is outstanding just because I finally, after all these years of these nostalgic feelings, when I was a kid, I used to take graph paper and I used to draw my own Super Mario Brothers 1.
I hear so many people say this and when they talk about Super Mario Maker, and now I'm questioning Phil's credibility here because in the Nintendo E3 coverage that he did, he kind of shitted on Nintendo for talking about graph paper and Mario. I don't think he. I don't know. I mean, I might have misunderstood that a little bit, but I don't know. I just when he all out of the blue, he's like, oh yeah, I did this. I don't know. I feel it's not genuine because everyone's saying that, but whatever.
Stages on graph paper, no lie. This is actually what I used to do as a kid. And
I mean,
now I
it's
actually
hard to
have the
believe him. That's
tools
what I'm
to
saying.
make
It's
those
hard to believe him when he
stages
says
come
these kind
to
of
life.
things.
That's pretty freaking awesome, alright?
But I'll take it as
But
face
in
value.
addition to all of that,
I'll let
Super
it.
Mario
I'll let it
Maker
happen.
isn't just about creating your own levels. It's about exploring the imaginations and in some cases the devious, the devious things that other people can come up with. When it comes to them uploading their own levels and you playing their own levels and stuff like that. So let's talk about Super Mario Maker.
Okay.
And I'm going to be very honest with everyone. I'm going to say that there's basically two groups of people who I'm going to be reviewing this game for. People who are huge fans of Nintendo and Super Mario Brothers, and everyone else. All
Why
right?
not
I'm going
just
to give
review
a
the game
general score for
for
everyone and
people?
kind of a whoa, fan score. I did the same thing with several other games in the past, and I feel that I have to do it for this game because I'll be honest, people who are fans of Nintendo and Super Mario are probably going to be so fucking blown away by this game that any shortcomings of the game they're going to completely ignore and say the game's great. Problem with that is I'm a responsible reviewer.
I'm a responsible
say, oh, I love the game 10 out of 10, like a lot of other reviewers tend to do whenever there's a game that they love. That's not what you're supposed to do. If you're going to review something objectively, you have to be objective and say, here's what's good about the game, here's what's bad
Then be
about the game.
objective.
So if you're not
Why
blinded by
pander?
the light of fanboyism,
This argument is ridiculous. He's saying like, oh, you gotta be objective when you review. So that's why I'm doing two reviews. One that panders to fans of this, and one that is my real opinion. Why not just give your real opinion? Be objective. Don't have a pandering review, and it's ridiculous because if you think that if you're gonna do a fan review, you might as well just give everything a 10 out of 10 for your fan review. I don't know. It's ridiculous to give this, or like, well, a lot of fans don't like this, so it's gonna be a 5 out of 10. Like it's a fan review is the most retarded thing you could put into to a review. Like when they go to GameSpot, they give you one review score. It's not like, okay, let's divide. It doesn't make any sense to do that. It doesn't really. It makes your review more convoluted for no reason. There's no point for a fan review. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line there.
A more generalized score that I'm going to give the game. Okay. So Super Mario Maker. First of all, just look at this. Comes with this cool box, right? This isn't even the box.
Who keeps the box? I mean, I got the box. I got the cardboard box. I threw it out because I wanted the book and the game. That's it.
All kinds of things in it, of things you could do with the game. When you go to the back, it actually has diagrams of when Miyamoto was actually designing some of the original Super Mario Brothers stages and some notes and things that he wrote on the stages. It's pretty interesting. Anyone who's a longtime fan of Super Mario Brothers, this is like a must-buy. You're going to love the collectibles and things that this game come with, all right? When you first jump into Super Mario Maker, you're going to notice it's cool. It has that first-party appeal of Nintendo. It's got that high production value. Even on the intro screen as it boots up, it takes whatever the name of the day is, and if something weird happens to Mario on the title screen, then you get to choose, do you want to make your own stage, or do you want to play other people's stages? So, of course, you're going to click on Make First. You go right into the level editor, and immediately you're going to see that there's options. It'll be regular Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers Wii U, which is the Wii U version, the most latest one from a few years back. And at first, you'll probably only have the basics, like the overworld with a certain amount of,
Remember that he said that you get the basics. Remember he said that.
Characters and blocks
For later on.
use. I'll be honest, the level editor itself is very intuitive. It's easy to learn, even though there are a few annoying shortcuts that the game really doesn't explain. Like if you hold down the triggers and then you press it, it'll automatically use the eraser tool instead of having to manually use your stylus on the Wii U gamepad to click on the eraser and then dabble or manually erase things. You can, have shortcuts, and it doesn't really explain the shortcuts. Once you work out the little things like that, it actually becomes very fun. And
I think it's fun at the start. I don't think
not only is it a level
knowing the shortcuts
but
changes
it also
that.
is out to entertain you. So as you're dragging blocks or putting down tons of blocks or things on the stage, it starts playing Super Mario theme. So you go, as you're putting down blocks, it'll go ba 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 ba. So it's actually trying to make these menial and mundane things that you would do as a level creator interesting by actually
he could just say they do the classic Mario theme. He doesn't have to be like, all right, now I'm going to perform the Mario theme.
Effects and all kinds of fun stuff. And of course, yes, you can dabble with doing insane amounts of stages, stages that have impossibly really difficulty spikes and or nearly impossible things. You can have easy stages, right? It doesn't matter. You're the creator.
Excuse me.
But here's the thing, and this is what I like about the game. In order for you to actually save and then create and upload that stage to the public listing so that other people can try them out, the stage has to be beatable, and you have to beat it before it will upload. So what Nintendo is basically saying is, in the spirit of fairness, if you're going to upload a stage, we want it to be beatable. We don't want people sitting on your stage for 5 hours trying to find out how to beat it just to come. It's not beatable.
Stage looks pretty easy.
This one, and of course that means you need to, actually do a good run at it. I myself personally made some pretty difficult stages that took me quite a while to beat, and when I beat
this one looks really easy. I don't know.
And then I uploaded them, and tons of people joined the online not matchmaking, but the online listings, tried out the stages themselves. If you like a stage that you try out online, you can give it a star, you can even leave a comment, so that people know that that's a good stage. The more stars that a stage gets once it's uploaded, it shows up in the public listings as higher and higher, and eventually, if enough people star it, it'll show up in the most liked listings, and obviously you'll have a more widespread appeal for people to check out your stages. And it was funny because people who were designing good stages, I could see, frequently showed up in the top 30, 40, 50, listings. They would have multiple listings there because people would start to trust their levels and check them out, which is pretty cool. So, what's the extent of the content in Super Mario Maker? You've got Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Wii U. And you might say, but you missed one there. What happened to Super Mario 2? Well, the thing is, Super Mario Bros. 2, for those who don't know, was a completely different game in Japan than it was in other markets. In Japan, it was actually looked exactly the same as the original Super Mario Brothers and was just a game that had a much higher difficulty spike. But they thought that if they released that game to the world, it would be too difficult for other audiences. So they actually took a different game called Doki Doki Panic and just reskinned it to have Mario characters in it. And that's why Super Mario 2 is so different from other Mario games. You're ripping vegetables out of the ground and throwing them at your opponents. They didn't feel that should be in this game because, quite honestly, it's not an original Super Mario game. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I was a little bit surprised.
Okay, and also remember he said that that's not a Mario game, Mario 2 and all that stuff. The reasons they said that are actually true. For once, I actually said that he said something that's right. So remember that he said that why Mario 2 wasn't in this game.
Include that interim series, Yoshi's Island, which was actually Yoshi's Island 1 and 2 are actually the next in line in the Mario series. It's like they went from Super Mario World, which was the early...
Okay, but here's the thing. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yoshi's Island isn't a Mario game. It's a Yoshi game. That's why it's not in Super Mario Maker, because it's not a Mario game. Yeah, it takes place in the Mario universe, because it's, with Yoshi and all that, but it's still not a Mario game. Because you're not playing as Mario in Yoshi's Island, you're playing as Yoshi. You see what I mean?
90s, and they skipped all of that and jumped way the hell ahead to the late 2000s with Super Mario Wii U. That was a little bit of a shortcoming for me. I wish that they had that, all right? Stages, well, you're going to have the overworld, the underground, the subterranean, dooga, 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 dooga. Those stages are in there.
Does he really
you're
need to
have underwater stages. And there's even more than that, depending on the different worlds you can unlock stuff. yes, you're going to have all your classic enemies, the Koopas, the Goombas, the different variations of those. If you actually just easily take your stylus and take a Koopa and shake it around, it'll change from green to red, and therefore its actual movement patterns will change. Lakitu, the piranha plants, the fire-breathing piranha plants, thwomps, pretty much the majority of the cast of enemies and characters from the Super Mario platforming games make an appearance in this game. But a shortcoming, absolutely a shortcoming of this game, is that unfortunately not all of the enemies are featured. And especially, I would say, the biggest disappointment is in Super Mario World, Charging Chuck. Where is he? Charging Chuck. Remember, he was the new Koopa type for Super Mario World. He was the one that looked like a big sports player.
But you can make the argument that the reason why Charging Chuck wasn't in the game is because he wasn't in the other Mario games. He wasn't in the two NES games. He was only in Mario World and the new Super Mario Brothers. Now, yeah, you could argue that you could just kind of put him in all the models, but that's fine. I just think that Charging Chuck is probably could be DLC. He might come out as DLC. But this is not even a point. This isn't that big of a negative. It's just like, yeah, these characters aren't in. Oh well. I mean, where's Luigi? Why am I only playing as Mario? Where? And the other thing I will, yeah, where's Luigi? Just give me Luigi. Why I don't?
Baseball bats to throw baseballs. Some of them would have little American footballs and punt them. And that was a huge new addition to the series that changed the gameplay a lot, and they didn't even put it into this. And I'm like, why would you leave that out of all things, especially when you've got a lot of other things? And yeah, there's a lot of more rarer creatures from the series that are not included, like the sea urchins and stuff like that were in some.
But this could be DLC though.
Popular of enemies are left out. No Koopa Kids. Oh my God, there's no Koopa Kids.
Charging Chuck and the Koopa Kids get the biggest name drops. Yeah, the sea urchins aren't there, but who cares about that, right?
Bowser Jr., which was in some games, but I have to question why aren't the Koopa Kids also in this with all their different variations, right? And
that's could be DLC.
What's kind of disappointing about Super Mario Maker is that it touches upon greatness. As you're playing it, you're going to love it if you're a fan of Mario, but then ultimately you're going to say, man, I really wish I could have done this kind of stage or that kind of stage, just to find out that that's not in the game. And you're like, well, why is the angry son, the biggest asshole enemy from Super Mario Brothers 3 that everyone hates, not in the game? Can someone explain to me, where is this enemy, right? And that's a big shortcoming, okay?
Could be DLC. It's not a big shortcoming. It's
huge shortcoming.
It's a disappointment, sure, but it's not a shortcoming.
I played the entire time. I had one complaint. It's still my number one complaint. Nintendo decided, in all of their wisdom, which is not wisdom at all at this point, it's just basically living in the past, they were not going to make all of the stuff available to use for level creation at launch. So you buy Super Mario Maker for $60. Okay,
get a load of this shit.
You bring it home, you put it in your Wii U, and there's only 2 worlds available. As you do more with the level creator, as in put down blocks and mess with the stages and do that, more stuff will unlock. There's actually 2 different methods to unlock content in Super Mario Maker. Either you play the game every day in a row, all right, and every day that you play it, it counts as 1. I believe if after you've played it 9 gameplay days, almost, if not all of the content will automatically unlock itself. Or, if you don't want to wait 9 gameplay days for it to unlock, you could just sit in the level editor with blocks and go block, 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 block. And no one seems to actually have a concrete measurement of how much you need to do this. But apparently, once you put down a certain amount of blocks, which could take 20 minutes to several hours, all the content in the game will unlock. Now, wait a minute. Let's just put this into perspective, okay?
Okay.
When I go and buy Adobe Photoshop, right? That's a tool, right? That's
God. Phil, this is retarded.
Do I have to use the program for 9 straight days consecutively for the content to unlock? Do I have to actually...
Okay, so apparently the tools in Photoshop, everything in Photoshop is content. The pen tool is the best content. Pencil tool, content. Phil, you don't know what you're talking about here, okay? You don't know what Photoshop is, apparently. Photoshop is an application. This is for Phil, okay? I know my viewers know what Photoshop is, and I know what an application is. Don't worry, this is in case Phil watches this video. Phil, what Photoshop is an application, and why it's an application is because let's say that you're a graphic designer. Let's say that you get a job as a graphic designer. Why would you buy Photoshop if it has locked tools? And you have to play 9 days to unlock the tools in Photoshop. No one's going to do that. So why are you comparing a application that has real world applications into it? Get it? Because it's not. Why compare Photoshop to a game? Super Mario Maker is not an application, it's a game. It's supposed to have unlockable content because it's a game. Be it a meta game, it's a game within a game, but it's not Photoshop. Like, what is this point? This is retarded. I don't play, fucking Mario Maker and say, man, I need all the tools unlocked because it's just, yeah, technically he's getting paid to do this, but it's a game. You're being paid to play. You're being paid to play a game, not paid to make Mario levels. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous point I've heard in this review.
Video editing for 5 hours before a cool tool will open up that I can use to make my stuff better. Of course not.
Yeah, because it's an application.
You get to use all of the application at
Oh
once.
my god.
You don't have to wait.
Dude, he talked about this in the Hate Live podcast and it was driving me insane.
They
This is...
think it's 1985 still. Here, 30 years later, they still think it's the mid-80s. And they think...
God forbid a developer decides to put unlockable content in their game. I mean, they should just... Let's do away with unlockable content, guys. Don't you like when games don't have any unlockable content? Isn't that so much better? Don't you like Super Smash Brothers on the Wii U and 3DS when the characters were the easiest to unlock? Didn't you like that? I mean, didn't you hate the days back when in Melee and and Smash Bros. 64, maybe even Brawl, where you actually had to put effort to unlocking each character? Remember that? Yeah, why do that? Why, fuck that. I mean, I want all this stuff unlocked on day one.
That Super Mario World isn't on the Wii U, that it's on an old school game cartridge, and that there's only 2 hours of content on there, so what they need to do is time lock the content so that you have replayability for their game. They literally are living 30 years in the past.
No, dude.
How stupid that is. That is so dumb. Let's even talk here. Little Big Planet, alright? All of the basic tools of Little Big Planet are available when you start. Now there's decals, right? There's colors.
They'll go down at the trap.
Optional things unlock as you play the campaign of Little Big Planet. And it actually gives you some incentive to play the campaign of Little Big Planet so that you'll unlock all the content, then you can go to the level editor and use it all. But the basic tools of the level editor are all there when you start to create your levels. You know what I mean? This game doesn't have a campaign.
Wait, he just said... Earlier in the review, I said, remember this, he said that Mario Maker gives you the basic tools. And now he's saying that, well, Little Big Planet gives you the basic tools. But here, I don't know, it's...
So what is Nintendo's incentive here besides we hope people don't go rent the game, right? Play it for a day, get bored of it, and then never buy it.
But it's also to help you understand how to make levels more creatively. Because if you are just stuck with like a restriction on your tools, you get more creative with those tools. And then when they give you more, you can start mixing your tools up, and it starts getting more interesting, and it starts expanding the game. So it's like a learning process there. And to kind of go back into the art debate, to kind of make a parallel with art, if I worked on a painting, I might say to myself, you know what, today I'm going to restrict a few colors. I'm going to only use the primary colors, let's just say. Or I'm going to just draw nothing but trees. Or, I know, graphic design is if I'm doing a interesting design, I might say, I'm just going to limit the shapes to be circles or circular shapes, not going to have any straight lines or anything. That might mean I might, do some, little tricks to kind of have stuff that, it does that, they can do that kind of stuff. So in Mario Maker, it's kind of like that, where you're restricted to a certain tool set, and then you can learn the tools and kind of start understanding it, and then when you get more items or more enemies, you can start, playing with that as well. So I like that they did that. I think that's a very smart thing to do.
That's almost what I see it is. Like, how can we make it so people won't rent Super Mario Maker, but they'll buy it? Oh, we'll make it so you have
I
to
don't
actually
think that
play
this
the
was
game
their
for
way
9
of
days, play it
DRM.
9 days straight consecutively for the content.
And even then, that's better DRM than most DRM, because you can at least, you can still rent the game, but you have more of an incentive to buy the game. Technically, if this was meant to be as a DRM type deal, this is the best way to do it. In a way, even though that's illogical, but whatever.
To unlock, no one's going to rent it, because who wants to rent it for 9 days? They're just going to buy the game. And it's ridiculous.
I rent games
So
for more than 9
short-sighted,
days.
so stupid. And I've heard justification. Well, Nintendo didn't want everything at once because then the game gets boring too quickly. Bullshit. That's such a cop-out. That's such
It's
an
not a cop-out,
apologist way
dude.
to explain it. Nothing in this game needs to be time-locked. It's a cop-out from Nintendo thinking the game is a cartridge and trying to not get you to
I
rent
played
the
this
game.
level.
It has nothing to do with them thinking that you're going to get bored with the game quickly. If anything, a game like this, if you really like Super Mario and you want to do level creation, you're not going to get bored. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many options, so many things you could never do in the original Super Mario game. Just look at the back of the fucking box. There's a Goomba with a fucking Monty Mole on top of it, with a fucking ghost on top of it.
Okay, this argument is ridiculous because the back art is just to promotion, so obviously that stuff's gonna look like yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. It's the same thing with Destiny. I thought Destiny was gonna be fun. I saw great gameplay vids of it. The back of the box looked cool. Then you put the game in, and I played it for 2 days and got bored. So yeah, the back of the box art might look fun, and you might say to yourself, "Man, I don't think I'm gonna be bored." You'd be surprised if everything was unlocked on day one. You would get bored of it. So this is childish. What he's saying. This is like what a 10-year-old thinks. Like, oh man, this looks like fun because look at the back of the box. It looks like fun. And then you play it. It's not. It's different. Like it's that's what a kid thinks. So he has an attention span of a child.
And it's just like,
I'm not surprised
how
though,
can
to
you
be
get
honest.
bored?
I'm not
You can
surprised that
legitimately fuck with this game and have fun with it.
take a sip.
So it's a bunch of bullshit.
Bunch of bullshit.
Certainly should not be in the game.
Nope.
The level creator is great, but for me, where this game actually shined was the fact that it's not just a level creator, but that you can play other people's levels, and the game actually lays out challenges for you. So there's actually something called the 10 Mario Challenge that will play you through 10 predetermined courses that Nintendo created. And once you beat that challenge, you actually unlock content, like a new outfit or something, that you can use in your level creator. And I believe I played one, and I actually got one of the guys from, like, I can't remember the name of the game. It was one of the Builder games or something. The guy had a hammer, and you could look like him. You could use that as a power-up, an outfit power-up that you could use in one of your stages that you wanted to create. So it's pretty cool, and there's incentive to play these stages. Now, there's different difficulty levels. There's, like, easy, normal, and hard. Once you beat the predetermined Mario, the predetermined Nintendo levels, then you can go online and do what's called the 100 Mario Challenge, which puts you up against, I think it's like a marathon of 16 or 18.
I'm pretty sure you did the 100 Mario Maker before you even do the 10 Mario Challenge or whatever.
By how many people who attempted that stage actually completed it, which is pretty damn neat. And I played through the 100 Mario Challenge. I had so much fun playing it. Even some stages are almost impossible because, I'll be honest, some of these people who design these stages are malicious assholes, right?
Malicious
Room
assholes.
entirely full of enemies. There's a hidden star somewhere. You have no opportunity to look for it. You just have to know where it is in order to hit it and survive. And that's what happened to me with certain levels. Like, I tried for 25
That to me is funny. I mean,
to try to beat these levels.
Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Hidden fucking star somewhere. You can't beat the level, which is bullshit. Obviously, they could beat it. They created it. They knew where the star was.
I bet it wasn't that question mark box that was on the left.
For you, it's nearly impossible because you don't know where this invisible power-up is, right? On the flip side of that, it leads itself to some of the most creative stuff I've seen in game creation in a long time. For example, stages based off of Super Meat Boy, where it has buzzsaws everywhere and similar wall jumps to the Super Meat Boy series. Great original stages. Stages that have awesome airships, underwater stuff, boss fights, stages that are based off of the outfits that you can get, such as Samus Aran, you have a Metroid-themed stage, or Pikachu and a Pokemon-themed stage and stuff like that. And the game actually has music and stuff from those games built into it, so that you can
oh man, there's chainsaw cannons.
There's two ways to unlock that content, and I hate to say this. The first way to unlock the content is, as I said, to keep continuously playing those 100 Mario challenges. And yeah, it takes a while, but if you beat it like 100 times, you'll get all these outfits and all this stuff for your level creator for free. Or the easy way out is to buy amiibos. Yes, so if you buy the Pikachu amiibo and you scan it into your Wii U for Super Mario Maker, you'll immediately get the Pikachu outfit and probably the music from Pokemon to put into Super Mario Maker. And I hate to say it, it's so disappointing
Man, he really
because
hates
it's such a
amiibos.
fucking rip-off, cash-in, ridiculous system that's trying to make Nintendo fans get addicted to amiibos rather than care about the core game. I should be able to use
Wow.
all the content of this
Oh,
fucking game
sorry.
when I buy it.
Sorry
I
to
already spent
disrupting.
$60. I shouldn't have to spend 60 on this and then 500 to buy every fucking amiibo.
I will just get the amiibos that I care about and put them in the game. I don't really care about. Oh man, I really need Pac-Man in this game. Gotta go get Pac-Man. Like I don't care. The only amiibo I have is the Link one, and the one I want to get is Lucina, but she is insanely hard for some reason. I don't know why she's tough to get.
To
But
unlock
come
every
on.
outfit. It's
Come on, dude.
bullshit.
This isn't that big
At
of a
least there
deal.
is a way to unlock the content within the game, but it's so time consuming. Running through 16 to 18 user created stages to get one piece of
But
content
you're a gamer, though,
is
Phil.
incredibly
Aren't you like a pro gamer and you play games for fun? Then this shouldn't be a problem.
time consuming versus running out and buying
Excuse
the
me.
amiibos. It's obviously a marketing ploy by Nintendo to make you want to run out and spend hundreds of dollars on amiibos for the characters that you want to use in the game rather than trying to randomly earn them through those challenges, and that's really effing disappointing, okay? The one final thing I want to talk about, the online actual system
Oh
that you
boy,
upload
the online
your
system.
stage, okay, is pretty cool because you have the ability not only as you're playing through other people's stages to leave a little Wii U notes, so you can have little drawings or tips. There are actually a few stages I had no clue what to do, and then someone left a tip and it said, "Oh, there's a hidden item here. Do this." And that would allow me to progress in the stage, and that's pretty cool. It's almost like playing Dark Souls, where people would leave those messages on the ground, and you say, "Oh, here's a tip, a secret wall," right? Kind of the same thing here. Oh, do this kind of jump, and you'll pass this really difficult part of the stage, and that was really cool. In addition, the starring system and the ability to leave comments and stuff was awesome. And when you upload your stages and people start to play them and star them, you start to feel like this interactive community of gamers that are all liking each other's content and enjoying it. And it really feels like an organic thing when you're online playing these stages and uploading your own stages. You actually can feel accomplishment and pride if you create a great stage that people seem to enjoy. On the flip side, I'm sure you probably feel a little disappointed if you upload a stage and no one ever plays it, and that could be kind of difficult too. How do you get your stage seen? For me, it was easy because I played it on camera and on stream, and of course, people wanted to try it for themselves afterwards. But on the flip side of all this, there could also be trolling, where people know who you are, seek
Trolling.
out your stages, and troll them. That's what happened to me. I had a few stages I uploaded, and of course, people with all kinds of insulting names. Oh, let's play Phil's stage, so that on camera it'll say this insulting name played Phil's stage, right? Because they think it's, because they've
What's the insulting names that he's seen? I mean, was it Be Awesome One? Was it Loophole? Was it? What was it? What were these insulting names, Phil? I mean, I saw one of the videos where he's scrolling through the his comments, and one of them was just him saying, "Wow, dude." Like, I don't know. And most of these people who are trolling him are mostly doing it just for fun. Like, they're just not to say that. Oh yeah, but they're doing it just as a prank almost. I mean, like, and he could avoid him by just not going to the comments, not acknowledging them, just being like, okay, whatever, dude, and then just.
the mentality of fucking 5-year-olds, and that's the problem. Nintendo does a terrible job. I will stand by this statement. A terrible job of preventing trolling. They don't have the big picture view, and so they don't realize that a lot of people are
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know how they are with this game, but I know on the Miiverse, if you say something that's like even a hint of trolling or malicious intent or just a hint. I mean, I posted something on the Miiverse one day that was like kind of insulting. It was kind of a dick thing to say, and then with like less than a minute or less than an hour, it was taken down. I got a message saying, "Don't do it again. If you do it again, you're gonna be banned." Or something. I mean, they gave me a warning instantly. So they're on their game with that. I mean, they take the moderating pretty seriously on the Miiverse. So I don't know how they are with this game. I assume it's the same kind of system, but whatever. It could be different,
the
I
internet only to
guess.
make other people's lives miserable, and they don't realize that probably there will be people who will do shit like that, leave nasty comments and stuff,
And I like how he's turning this into like kind of his rant about his experience with trolls. And here's the thing: if you get miserable by a comment, then you have really thin skin. I mean, this guy claims he has thick skin. He clearly doesn't if he gets miserable from comments. I mean, I've seen some shitty comments on my videos. I mean, I was called so many things, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, dude. I mean, sure, I might have been a little pissed off and salty at that guy. I mean, I think I even went out my way to kind of comment on his channel about it, but like now when I see it, it's just like whatever. I mean, I might see a comment. I mean, I got a comment on a video of mine saying like, "Oh yeah, why are you jealous of Phil?" And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on his channel and kind of continue the conversation. So I put like a whole paragraph of just like of a rebuttal for him. He never really got back to me, so I got the last say and I won. So that's how I got. That's how I get around it. If you get miserable by comments, then that's your kind of issue. I mean, it's not Nintendo's problem that you got so miserable by comments.
There's no real way around it. All you can do is really turn off the pop-up notices so you don't see them happening. But what's to stop someone who doesn't like you
then
or
do
your
that.
page from finding all of your content, because you can search for the name of the content creator and immediately just fucking saying it all sucks ass, right? You can't. And that's a shame. It's a shame that Nintendo, again,
yes, I'm going to go to Phil's content and say it sucks ass. That's what I'm going to do after this.
The internet is what it is, and there will be these malicious parties that should be stopped, but there's no way to really do it. So, overall,
there is. I mean, you can report them. I'm sure there's a reporting system.
For someone like me who grew up in the 1980s, 90s, who
I'm
loves
getting
the classic
hungry.
Super
I really want to
Mario
eat.
platforming game, to finally not only be able to play all of these cool user-created stages.
I think we had to like look at the box for a while, like.
And I'll be honest, anyone who's a Nintendo fanboy, anyone who's a Mario fanboy, this game is a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like, there's all the shortcomings that I just said.
Yes, Nintendo fanboys. 10 out of 10.
This is the best game. It's one of the best games Nintendo's ever put out. I tend to agree, compared to all the other stuff that's been put out on the Wii U, especially recently, because there hasn't been a hell of a lot, this is a great freaking game. And certainly, considering the very few amount of games that have been released for the Wii U in the year of 2015, this is probably the one must-buy for fans of Nintendo. But on the flip side of that, if you are not a hardcore fanboy of Nintendo, if you are someone who maybe casually plays Nintendo games from time to time, but you're looking for a nice level editor that's going to have tons of robust content.
He makes, like, every time he says fanboy, it makes it sound like a an insult.
Unlocking at launch, you're out of luck. Because what Nintendo said was, we're going to do it our way. Once again, feedback, what the hell is that? Market feedback, where we actually ask people if having to wait to unlock the content of something they've already paid for, is something that's legitimate. No, here we go. We are Nintendo. We know better than you. Therefore, we do what we want, and you...
Okay, Phil. I talked about this before. I don't know why I'm stopping talking about unlocking content. It's not bad to have unlockable content. If you don't like unlockable content, just keep buying Capcom games.
We'll like it, because we're Nintendo, so just
buy Call of Duty, buy that stuff.
Sad, because if they had just asked people, would you like to have locked content or not, I guarantee you the vast majority...
Even then, Call of Duty has unlockable stuff.
Put it out immediately when the game comes out. Don't lock things because of the amiibos and shit like...
I mean, the amiibos is a whatever point. I'm not gonna say that's a thing, but I'm sure if you ask anyone, do you want unlockable content? They're gonna say yes. Do you want this content to be unlockable? Yes, because look at the gaming industry today. There's barely any games that come out with unlockable content. I can't really name a lot. I mean, even like I like Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid 5 doesn't have that much of unlockable content. I mean, there's stuff you can kind of unlock to develop, but there's no like, when you beat Metal Gear Solid 3, you get like a tuxedo, you get all these extra camos, you get all this stuff, you get the Patriot, you get all that kind of stuff, and I like that, and they don't really do that. They don't really do that in Metal Gear Solid 5 anymore. I mean, yeah, you unlock more camos at the end. There's unlockable stuff in 5, but it doesn't feel as much as it was in previous games. I mean, even Peace Walker, when I beat that, I didn't feel like I got anything at the end, because I by the time I got to the end of Peace Walker, I already had the Patriot. I basically got the Infinite Bandana before the ending. I mean, I got all this stuff before. I mean, hell, in Metal Gear Solid 5, I got the Stealth Camo before I beat the game. I mean, it's, that's the only thing. Like, we have these games that don't have that doesn't have unlockable content anymore. I mean, that's basically a rare thing. So I like that Nintendo still does that. I don't want them to stop it. I want them to keep doing it because, my optimism is at some point people are going to really like it, and then future game developers are going to start doing more unlockable content.
That will give us a full-fledged level editor at launch. Sorry about that, my camera cut off. Kind of hurry up and finish up the review.
DS professional over here.
Nintendo does not do that with this game. Nintendo locks everything, time barriers, and some people said, "Well, Phil, you could just fast forward the clock on your Wii U and everything unlocks." That's true. But should you have to jump through hoops and do that kind of shit? No, Nintendo shouldn't have put that shit in the game to begin with, and that's a major negative. All right.
Major negative Nelson over here.
Things. Why are there no charging chucks? Why are there entire stages
This is
missing?
reaching,
Why are there
dude.
enemy types missing? The Koopa kids are missing. Why isn't everything?
The enemy types are such a nitpick. I mean, like, they give you a good amount of enemies to use, and you could even, like, invent new ones in a way by adding piranha plants on top of Goombas. I mean, it's just, like, it's such a needless complaint. You're complaining over nothing.
In the game. Let's face it. These games that are in here are small games at this point. Super Mario 1, 3, and 4, you could probably fit on, like, a 1 gigabyte memory stick. So there's no excuse in 2015 that you couldn't put every enemy type inside the game. That's just a lame excuse. And,
but you're saying about like the engines and all that, but he doesn't understand that there has to be coding for enemy paths. How the creator can move stuff around. I mean, all that stuff takes data and coding. I mean, there has to be a debugger with all that. So it might be a little more than 1 gigabyte, in my opinion. I don't think it's 1 gig. I think it's probably a little bit more than that.
If you're going to pay $60 for a level editor that everything's fucking time-locked, at least give me all of the stuff from the games, and Nintendo does not, and that is kind of disappointing.
Oh, man, I'm really hungry.
There's big positives and big negatives. For a Nintendo
this
fan,
is like such a
no.
Nintendo
fanboy, Mario fanboy, you're going to love the game. For everyone else, I really have to look at this game objectively.
Objectively, okay.
Yeah, I think it actually is a great game. Me being a Nintendo fan, a Mario fan, I can forgive that stuff a lot easier than someone who maybe isn't a hardcore fan. But I can understand for someone who, I bought Little Big Planet, and I could do, pretty much everything in the game when I bought it. Why the fuck do I have to wait? Why do I have to buy amiibos to unlock costumes or play through these ridiculous 100 Mario challenges that take half an hour or more at a pop to beat to unlock one piece of content? I agree. And I think that it's a cheap tactic that Nintendo shouldn't have all this hidden content that's on the
No, it's a great tactic. Keep having unlockable content, Nintendo. Don't listen to this guy.
Into the game. So I have to rate the game objectively. I think it's great, but it has a lot of shortcomings, and it really has a long way to go. If this wanted to be the perfect level editor for Nintendo, they really need to improve on some things. I'm going to give Super Mario Maker on the Wii U an 8 out of 10. I think it's great. For Nintendo fans,
that has to be the special snowflake. I mean, everyone gave it like a 9 and 10 out of 10. He has to be the one that gives it an 8 because he's special. Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait for the Metal Gear Solid 5 review. I really can't wait for that. I really can't wait. I'm definitely gonna do a video on that.
Almost endless supply of content to play online. 8 out of 10 for Super Mario Maker. All right. That's it for the Hateful Truth review, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed it and you found it informative. I hope that you feel I gave you maximum truth and minimum bullshit regarding...
Nope, I felt like I got the minimum truth and maximum bullshit here.
I'm DSP. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching my review, everyone, and I sure hope that you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, Nintendo is more than likely going to content ID match this video and take away my ability to monetize it. However, if you...
Why did he admit to that? Now he's saying like, well, I can't make money off this video, so if you want to make money, if you want me to make money, go to my other videos. Like, who does that? He could have just said, check out my Mario Maker vids on DSP Gaming, and that's it. That's it. That's all he has to say. And he might say he could kind of plug his Patreon. Why not? But like giving it a thumbs up. I would never give out likes, guys. I never asked for likes. Well, I'm just gonna give him a nice big dislike. Gotta get my daily dislikes.
Head over to my YouTube channel,
Why?
DSP Gaming. You can check out all of my raw, uncut footage of Super Mario Maker that is protected by my managed partnership with Machinima, and I can actually make some money on those videos.
Phil, why did he? Why put this in your video? Now, like, honestly, if I didn't know who this guy was and I saw this, his integrity would be out the door, because at that point I could say that, oh, we probably give it an 8 out of 10 because he's not making any money off this review, because he's not making, because he just said, I don't make money off videos. I don't make money off this because Nintendo's gonna, like, really, and look, he says, okay, he says it in the video, okay, he says it in the video. Let's go to his the description here. Due to Nintendo's insanely anti-gamer policies, because, since I'm a gamer, I obviously, play my games and instantly go to YouTube, so Phil's right, it is anti-gamer, because that's what all gamers do, is record their gameplay and put it on YouTube. Good job, Phil. Policies on YouTube. This review will get content ID matched, and therefore my ability to monetize it will be removed. Phil can't make money on one video? Wow, dude, the struggle. It will be removed. Nintendo will make profit on this video instead. Therefore, if you like it, please check out my raw gameplay footage of Super Mario Maker, which I am able to monetize. Who says that? What kind of description is this? Like, look at this description, dude. Who puts that in their video and then has the balls to add it here? Like, dude, I thought you played games for fun. Now I don't think that. What is this? Might want to check your facts. The costumes are not hidden on the disc at all. You unlock them by playing through levels. Wow, Hubes, you did it. Let's look at some. Imagine a Super Mario 64 maker. Oh, that'd be cool. Awesome review. Nope. I'm hearing there may be DLC with a sun and selectable item soon. Nintendo doesn't have the right to claim a review. It's under fair use. I would fight that shit. But here's the thing. Okay, I agree. Reviews are under fair use, but actually, no, for once that does make sense, actually. But I understand on both sides of that angle. I understand where Nintendo's coming from. I understand where YouTubers are coming from. So it's not like Nintendo's wrong and the gamer's wrong. It's kind of like it's a two-way street, in my opinion. But that's not about this video. So yeah, I just don't understand why he has to include this here and then add it here. I mean, is he that desperate for money? I mean, Phil, you don't need to beg for money.
Give them a look. In addition, please consider giving this review a thumbs up on YouTube and checking out my Patreon account.
But he never asks for likes.
At patreon.com/darksidephil, or for as little as $1 pledge a month, you can get some really cool perks. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone.
Yeah, really cool perks. Okay, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for my Metal Gear Solid 5 DSP Hateful Truth on MGS5, because I definitely want to see his review, because I don't think he's going to like it. And as an added bonus, I will be doing a Let's Endure of Metal Gear Solid 5, because I like Metal Gear Solid 5. I kind of want to see him kind of go through it. So I will be doing that. If you want me to include the pre-streams in that Endure, please let me know in the comments below. I sound like Phil, but if you don't, I might make a decision on myself if I don't get any. Fuck it. Whatever. If you want the pre-streams or not, it might be in the video in the Let's Endure regardless. But if you don't want that, I won't do it. So feedback. I don't. It goes either way. If you want it or not, doesn't matter. I'll see which is the most popular opinion of it. If I get one comment that says no on the pre-stream inclusion, no, fuck it. This is getting too complicated for me. So I guess it's my hunger talking. So that's it. Stay tuned for my Let's Endure of Metal Gear Solid 5. and the endure of his review of Metal Gear Solid 5. It's all going to come out some point in time. So see you then. Other than that, please continue playing games and don't listen to this guy. This guy is insane. And don't give him any money. Don't give him your money. If you have money to spend it on someone else. Spend it on yourself. See you next.